What's up, everyone? It's Hey John. I jabber opportunities nonstop, and today I will be discussing the topic of crypto winter. What is it? What is it? And what is it? So let's go ahead and discuss all of this today and get to it. The crypto winter. What is it, right? Essentially, in a nutshell, it means that we are going to see a bear market for cryptocurrency, which means we're going to see lots of pullbacks, lots of sell-offs, and lots of new lows being made. The question now is, are we actually in a crypto winter, or is this just a correction? And before we get to all that, we need to ask ourselves, are we a hodler, which means a long-term investor, or are you a trader, which means that you trade short-term? You buy and sell within the same day, same week, same month. You do swing trades, etc. Long-term investor slash hodler, well, they don't care what happens. Everything is noise because they're here for a long term. Could be years, a decade, 5 years. The most important thing is to figure out which camp are you in. And I also want to explain that if you are a short-term trader, this information will affect you more than the person who is just hodling. Because if you are hodling, you are cost dollar averaging and you're buying over time, you're relaxing, you're buying the dips, and it's all good. A cryptocurrency sell-off pushed Bitcoin and Ether to levels not seen in more than a week on Tuesday, weighted by a fresh talk of China clampdown on mining and worries over tax implications from the newly signed U.S. infrastructure bill. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be no surprise to you that we see more FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt from the mainstream media whenever we want to see cryptocurrency get pulled back and taken down so these fat cats can jump in and buy up. Do you remember a time when Mr. Wonderful was saying, hey, I am bearish, I am against Bitcoin, etc., etc., etc.? And now fast forward a few years later, he has about 10% of his portfolio in cryptocurrency. While he was saying all this FUD, and being on the news and saying Bitcoin is garbage is not real, at the same token, he was loading his bags. So what do you think is happening right now? The exact same thing. These fudsters are loading their bags while you sell so they get in cheap. That is what it means in a nutshell. Now, we've seen the China FUD happen year after year, month over month. It's literally kind of a joke now. Whenever you see Bitcoin pullback or cryptocurrency pullback, I kid you not, it's like somebody says, ring, ring, ring. Hey, news outlets, go ahead and put out some China FUD about China controlling the markets again and how cryptocurrency is going to sink and go to zero. And then you push a button, boop, news articles get pushed out. It happens almost like clockwork. So if you've been around in cryptocurrency for some time, and if you have been watching my videos, you know what the heck I'm talking about. And if you don't, I just told you that this is bogus news and you should not be concerned about it, because every time it happens, we see a minor correction, minor pullback. They want to shake out the weak paper hands, but us diamond hodlers, we know what to do, right? We see a dip, we buy it up, and most importantly, we cost dollar average. However, though, if you are a trader, these are great opportunities to swing up or down. But if you want to short and you are an advanced trader, hey, by all means, there are strategies to make money that way as well. I have done it back then, but I don't do it anymore because you can lose way more shorting than you can make. If you want a prime example of this, look at AMC and GME. They literally, the retailers, took billions from the fat cat, and that's awesome. We're seeing a major upgrade for Bitcoin, and they codenamed it Taproot. Why is it significant? It's because we haven't seen any major improvements since 2017. And this essentially makes the blockchain more secure, and more importantly, it allows smart contracts. And one of the most important things also is that it lowers the transaction fees. So with that being said, that's overall very bullish news for Bitcoin and the markets. However, though, the infrastructure bill, signed in part by the current president of the United States of America, it has the cryptocurrency traders and investors a little leery. And I'll explain to you why right now. It's because there's a provision in the bill that says if a buyer or seller transfers over 10,000 US dollars to anyone or anything, this means this transaction needs to be reported. That means that you are going to need the person's first and last name, social security number, and you are going to essentially need sensitive information. Traditionally speaking, on a central exchange like Robinhood, WEBULL, etc., they report all of this on your behalf, and they have software to do all of the calculations for you. But if you're on a DeFi network, then that means that you are going to have to do it yourself. So this is scaring some folks, so they may want to liquidate some of their positions before this goes into effect. With all that being said, should you be concerned? Maybe. Maybe not. It really depends on your situation, and everyone has a different situation, so only you can evaluate for yourself what is a consensus. So let's go ahead and look at CoinMarketCap to see what in the heck is going on. So currently we can see Bitcoin pulling back for the week 9%, for the day 5%. So we're seeing the majority of the movement down happening today. Ethereum seeing a similar 9% pullback and a 6.6% for the day. So we're seeing the majority of the pullback happening today. And for the past week, we've been seeing minor increments going up and down, a little zigzag. We're also seeing Solana having a 5% pullback, which means the majority of it is today. Cardano is seeing extra volatility in a minus 15.65% pullback, and we're seeing 5 more today. Now moving on to the meme coins, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Well, Dogecoin is seeing a 11.95% pullback and a 6.55% for the day. So again, over 50% pullback is happening today for the whole week. Shiba Inu is seeing a pullback of 8.36% for the week and 8.9% for the day, which is kind of strange. So I'm not sure if the CoinMarketCap is accurate for this particular listing. Could be a miscalculation, because how are you down 8.91%, but for the week you're down 8.36? You would think it'll add on to it, and it'll see the week is 8.91 as well, right? But I digress. It doesn't matter. The point being is that the majority of the top 10 coins, they're all pulling back, and they're pulling back very hard. So let me go ahead and cover the charts for you guys right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now looking at the Bitcoin charts. So what do we see? The current price is at $60,352 as of this recording, and we're seeing a lot of volatility. Now we saw Bitcoin actually dip down to the low of $58,574. This is a VITAL ALGO supply zone, and green is bullish, and we saw the Bitcoin day tap that supply zone and it started to bounce back up currently. So we're seeing a nice wick on the red candlestick, and it's pointing upwards. So this tells me folks are buying the dips. If we look at the VITAL ALGO oscillator below, we can see that we are hitting a top for the bull market, and it's showing that, hey, we could potentially be heading into a bear market. And it sure looks that way, because we're seeing another VITAL ALGO supply zone rearing its head at $66,049. So we got around there, and we tapped up to the high of $69,000, and we started to get rejected ever since then. So at the current previous all-time high, we are down about 12%. Now you have to ask yourself, why is that? Simply put, it's because people are taking profit. When you reach new all-time highs, it's very natural and very healthy for folks to take profits. It's as simple as that. Now, where do we see Bitcoin going? Well, let me go ahead and explain to you guys from a chart perspective with some technical analysis. If we break down below the VITAL ALGO supply zone of $57,500, we can see a consolidation down to $41,901, because that is a previous place of where the VITAL ALGO supply zone is. Of course, though, we are seeing the VITAL ALGO reactionary ribbon, which is a combination of moving averages, still trending up. So the first support will be at $50,695 as of this recording. But do not forget, folks, these charts are literally evolving every single day. So what I say today is relevant for today. Will it be relevant for next month, next week? Probably not, unless we don't have much changes in the charts. But even if we have minor changes, they add up over time and they become actual changes. Sounds strange, I know, but that is a process of the way charting works. So with all of that being said, do I believe we are in a crypto winter? Very hard to say, because when FUD comes out, The mainstream media likes to weaponize it, and they sure like to use it against cryptocurrency because it's an easy target. But if you look clearly at the details, even though the infrastructure bill was placed, it won't be implemented till 2025. So there will be 4 years before this gets implemented. So there will be time for the bills and amendments to come in to mold cryptocurrency regulation however they see fit. So right now they are still in the understanding phase of how cryptocurrency work and how they want to regulate it. So in my opinion, I don't believe we are in a crypto winter. I believe we are just having healthy organic pullbacks and profit taking from all-time highs. I believe the FUDsters are out, and I believe the paper hands are selling because guess what? They have paper hands. If you look clearly at the detail, the infrastructure bill really isn't that big of a deal. So this news does not necessarily disturb me, and it does not change my outlook on cryptocurrency, which is bullish. WEBULL, I've been using them for over a year now. You can get 2 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL. All you gotta do is use my link down below in the description. You deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL, and most importantly, you can buy and sell and trade cryptocurrency and stocks all commission free. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check it out. I do want to leave a secret word for the day. The word is Kermit. I want to leave this because I want to see who are the real ones. Leave me a comment down below. Keyword Kermit. So go ahead and subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.